Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Really good looking run there on the option. Aggie quarterbacks giving defenses fits with their legs is something we've seen before, right? Johnny Manziel. He didn't run a lot of option, but he was so slippery, so tough to bring down. This guy right here has a little bit of that in him as well. He just has a way to kind of slide and slip around tackles. Just gives defenses fits.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. A first down for the offense. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Headed outside for the line. It's Knox. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Trying to surge it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 3, Texas A&M 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now on second and short after the first down completion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. The Rebels pick up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Rebels have a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is second and 14. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And tackled there by the defense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Leaves it with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Well, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. Let's go. Back to throw, it's Hunt. Getting some heat. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack, at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on third down.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Feeling some heat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch, called for and made. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's not.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to fire on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's not. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Offense gets set for second down. The aerial assault continues. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Back open in the middle. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. And the Rebels are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. from the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the ground, he's got it again. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggie.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Texas A&M 7.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Number 14, set to kick it off.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. It's complete to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Knox. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first position.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. And they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hunt. Quickly complete. Ball's out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Yeah, these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing, and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The back goes in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! And that one will give them the lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. They'll try the jet sweep here. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Hunt. Got his man down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back. Everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Still running at the 40. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they'll knock him down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 12, Texas A&M 7.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And I don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the 1st down.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. On the move is the 30. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. The option look. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone.
Get set.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. On the option. Now the toss. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Hunt. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Maryland pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Terps players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead of you.
And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man, it's Knox. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Hunt. He makes the connection. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. On the 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. And now they've taken the lead in the final 2 minutes and set the stage for a great finish.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knox. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
He's going to pass. He wants a big play here late. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And still a 1-point game here, Jesse, and the offense would like to put something together.
No doubt. Execution is going to be critical here, David, because with a 1-point lead, it just feels like the team that makes the fewest mistakes at this point of the game is going to win.
And it's nice to know that my defense just put a really good stop together, got me the ball back. Now it's go time. 4th quarter, I got to go make this happen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, 4th down.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to pass on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's got it inside the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that